Coconuts have long been celebrated as a tropical treasure, offering not just delicious water, but also a zillion of health benefits. But have you ever wondered how these coconuts make their way from the tree to your refrigerator, ready to be sipped straight from the shell? This is where you get your answers. These coconuts are still young, with their water at its sweetest and most refreshing. Harvesters climb tall coconut trees, often reaching heights of over 30 feet, to pluck these young coconuts by hand. The green hulls signify that the coconut is young, with a high water content and tender flesh. The green-hulled coconuts are carefully selected and harvested at just the right time. The coconuts arrive covered in dirt. Due to the shortage of time, we're gonna skip the detailed washing and cleaning part, but they'll make sure the coconuts are free from any contaminants, ensuring that the water inside remains pure and they are perfectly clean from outside too. As soon as the coconut are washed, cleaned, and all set to begin the real process, they are carefully handled by those experts. These people make sure the machines carefully remove the hard core of the coconut, while they also help to speed up the process. They need to clear the coconuts from the green part, and that little cute stamp is something not to be ignored. The entire coconut flesh is now dipped into the water, where they are gonna get cooled and cleaned, because obviously cleanliness is the top priority of everyone. A specialized made machine is used to punch a small hole into the coconut shell. This hole is strategically placed to allow easy access to the water inside without damaging the coconut structure. This process is precise, as the hole needs to be just the right size to allow the insertion of a straw without causing leaks. Once the hole is punched, an easy access cap is added. It seals the hole, keeping the coconut water fresh and preventing any contaminants from entering. It also makes it incredibly convenient for consumers to enjoy the coconut water. With just a twist of the cap, you can instantly access the refreshing coconut water inside. The final touch is the addition of a straw. Each coconut is packed with its own straw. This might seem like a small detail, but it's a significant step in making coconut water consumption more convenient. Get ready for the next amazing ride. The water content in those young green coconut is at its highest, and the liquid is abundant. As the coconut matures, usually around 10 to 12 months old, the water content decreases as it gets absorbed into the flesh, which becomes thicker and harder. The cleaned coconuts are passed through a drilling machine that carefully punctures a hole in each nut. The hole must be just right to allow the water to flow out without cracking the shell, and they make sure of that. Mature coconuts have much less water inside, and it may not be as abundant or as easy to extract. The water from mature coconuts is less sweet and can have a more earthy or slightly bitter taste. Here, in this case, the focus is on the thick, hard flesh, which is used to make coconut milk, cream, oil, and flakes. And the good thing is, you're gonna watch everything related them and several products made from a single coconut in just a few moments. Whether used in curries, desserts, or as a dairy-free alternative in coffee, coconut milk offers a unique flavor and a host of health benefits. The process of extracting coconut milk from mature coconuts is fascinating yet productive, so keep your seatbelts tight. Unlike younger coconuts, which are prized for their water, mature coconuts are harvested primarily for their flesh, which is where the coconut milk comes from. The entire coconut is then shredded, which is later on soaked in hot water, which helps to soften the flesh and release the milk. These machines exert high pressure on the coconut pulp, forcing the liquid to separate from the solids. The result is a thick, creamy liquid known as coconut milk. The first pressing usually yields the richest, creamiest milk, which is often referred to as first-pressed or full-fat coconut milk. Shredded coconut is made from the white flesh of mature coconuts. Shredded coconut is one of those ingredients that can be found in a variety of dishes, from sweet desserts to savory meals. After the brown outer shell and husk are removed, the flesh is grated or shredded into fine pieces. These pieces can be dried to extend their shelf life or used fresh in cooking. Shredded coconut is available in different textures, ranging from fine to coarse, making it versatile for various culinary applications. Some are just shredded, and somewhere you can find the almost powdered form too. Once the meat is separated, it needs to be dried to reduce moisture content. The dried coconut meat, now called copra, is then ready for oil extraction. There are two main methods for extracting oil from the copra: cold pressing and expeller pressing. In cold pressing, the dried coconut meat is pressed at low temperatures to extract the oil, preserving its natural flavor, nutrients, and aroma. This method produces what is known as virgin or extra virgin coconut oil, which is considered the highest quality. After extraction, the oil can be refined to remove impurities, any remaining moisture, and to neutralize the oil. Before we get into the details of how coconut chips are made, it's essential to appreciate the coconut itself. Often referred to as the tree of life, the coconut tree is an incredibly versatile plant, and we have seen that every part of the coconut, from its husk to its water, has a use. The process of making coconut chips taps into this versatility, utilizing the meat of the coconut to create a product that is both nutritious and delicious. Honestly, that's something I haven't had before. So I want you people to tell me whether it's worth a try, or I should keep the peace. While plain coconut chips are delicious on their own, I have heard many factories experiment with different seasonings to create unique taste experiences. The coconut husk is that fibrous layer that surrounds the hard shell of the coconut. It's typically composed of tough fibers that protect the coconut during its growth. As we have seen the processing of every part of the coconut, why leave it behind? We are just getting started to get into the beautiful and unlimited fields of broccoli, but we have to wait for a little until they get those seed trays ready, which are carefully watered and kept untouched for 7 weeks. As the weeks pass, the trays become a vibrant sea of green, with around 35 million tiny broccoli plants reaching the perfect stage for transplanting. A single powerful machine, often referred to as the beast, well, in my terms, is all to get the job done. This machine is designed to efficiently plow the soil, plants the saplings directly into the soil with the help of little mechanical fingers, ensuring each one is spaced just right for optimal growth. It even adds a dose of fertilizer to each plant, providing the essential nutrients needed for them to flourish. Zooming the best shot. This system is a game changer for harvesting those 35 million broccolis. Instead of laboring endlessly, workers can effortlessly pick the broccoli while machines with conveyor belts whisk them away straight to collecting bins, making the whole process smooth and super efficient. Workers get to keep it chill and save their energy, thanks to this awesome setup. Some reputed companies still use these types of systems because they allow for real-time adjustments, so the workers can manage any irregularities or unexpected issues while the machines handle the bulk of the work. This approach balances labor costs with machine efficiency, often leading to lower overall operational expenses while still achieving high productivity. But for full automation, broccoli harvesters have also been created, which is a real treat for eyes. The harvester's front blades are designed to be sharp and just perfectly positioned to cut the broccoli heads at the base, with almost zero damage and clean cuts. Remember, almost. These harvesters can accomplish the work of 6 people in just 1 minute, with barely any human hand. Why is there a pile of ice here? Actually, the ice quickly cools down the broccoli, slowing down the processes that cause it to spoil. This rapid cooling keeps the broccoli fresh, preventing it from wilting or drying out, which would happen if left at room temperature too long. An added benefit is that the ice helps stop the growth of bacteria and mold, which could affect the quality and safety of the broccoli. Also, it would be quite beneficial during transportation. Either way, it's a plus. Look at that 180 degrees tilt. So probably these techniques are fun too. One could work there along with enjoying some fun moves. Okay, I need to stop exaggerating. This bunch of broccoli is going to get sorted. No, this time you guessed wrong. Not manually, but with amazingly new and mind-blowing technique. Saw those belts? So they will sort the best broccolis out of the debris by throwing off the scrap or unnecessary florets from underneath the belts and only keeping the healthy and whole broccolis and send them forward, where machines totally flex by snipping off the heads from the stems. They only keep the good stuff, and these machines are no joke. They're popping out like 80 heads a minute, which is a major glow-up for the whole operation. You know the best part? No one has to break a sweat cutting these heads off, so no one's getting tired with repetitive strain injuries. The machines keep it 100, making sure every head gets snipped with precision. None of that human error stuff. When it comes to packaging, Each broccoli gets a tight and cozy wrap in the form of clear plastic. As they move through heating tunnels, the plastic is sealed all around, creating a perfect protective shield. Each broccoli is labeled with brand information to help track and identify the product, making sure it reaches the right store, plus you get the right one, and you know when it's going to be bad. Alright, so that's all? Course not. You see, some of those heads are now coming out of storage so they can be processed into further familiar product, also recognized as smaller chunks called spears. Check out those hard-working laborers doing it all by hand. It's gotta be exhausting, right? Human error can result in uneven cuts and potential wastage. Additionally, manual cutting can be slower and less efficient compared to automated systems, leading to higher labor costs and longer production times. That's the valid reason why modern factories are revolutionizing this process and making things a whole lot easier. So the machines with precise cutting mechanisms ensure uniformity and consistency in every cut, significantly increasing the overall efficiency of the production line. Just have a look. Isn't the automation praiseworthy? Because every broccoli chunk has been cut with precision, delivering perfect uniformity and a flawless look in every batch. So it's the time to treat broccoli with high temperature. Yeah, steaming. The science behind is crystal clear. It helps remove any unnecessary bacteria, making sure your broccoli is super hygienic to eat. Plus, steaming speeds up the final cooking process. So when you're ready to whip up a meal, the broccoli is already halfway there, saving you time and effort in the kitchen. In the heart of Georgia, we have discovered a region renowned for its exceptional peanut cultivation. This area is basically known for its fertile land, which can boost peanut yields up to 3 times, thanks to its rich, nutrient-dense soil. So our collective journey begins with the marvels of modern farming technology, because on those wide lands, humans couldn't work alone to sow that bulk of peanut seeds. But the fun thing is, these brilliant machines don't just plow and sow, they also gather the soil around the seeds, creating the perfect environment for peanuts to flourish. This process ensures that the seeds are nestled in the ideal conditions for growth. Watering is a crucial part of the cultivation process, so these lands are carefully and regularly watered to provide the essential nourishment that peanuts need to grow strong and healthy. Peanut farming is both interesting and complex. Peanuts usually grow underground, which means they need the right conditions in the soil to develop properly. Farmers use their knowledge to create these conditions so the peanuts can grow well. When the peanuts are fully ripe, it's time to harvest them. But peanut harvesting is way more interesting as it involves 2 steps. When it's time to harvest peanuts, the process begins with cutting machines that loosen the soil and gently turn the peanut plants upside down. This clever technique brings the peanuts to the surface, where they're left in the field for several days. It's a perfect process that combines modern technology with time-tested methods, ensuring that each peanut is of the highest quality. Watch these machines expertly loosen peanut plants. It's mesmerizing. I could watch this all day, and the best part, they're on a mission to finish fast, making the whole process smooth and efficient. When they're left for days, the excess moisture in the soil evaporates, allowing the peanuts to dry thoroughly. To perfect the peanut harvest, they use combine harvesters, the ultimate multitaskers of the farming world. These impressive machines swoop in to collect the dried peanut plants, handling the heavy lifting with ease. But they don't stop there. Combine harvesters also clean the peanuts on the go. As they work, they carefully separate the peanuts from dirt and leaves, ensuring that only the best make it through. So we've got a bunch of peanuts fresh out of the field, twigs, dirt and all. What happens next? It's time for a serious peanut makeover, and it all starts within the facility. So let's go. Here you're gonna see the rare sights of how those bulk machines, which we all show so proudly, actually work. And they're truly wonderful. Check it out how it's only removing the logs and other twigs, separating them from the real stuff. The next stop for the harvested peanuts is a specialized machine designed to remove their outer shell. This machine is nothing short of a technological marvel, engineered to handle large volumes of peanuts as a piece of cake. Once the peanuts are freed from their shells, they are deposited onto a moving conveyor belt. As they travel along the belt, the peanuts begin to shed the thin, papery skin that covers their surface. This skin isn't edible. These blowers generate a high-velocity stream of air that targets the thin outer skins, lifting them off the peanuts and carrying them away. The result? Perfectly clean, skinless peanuts. Now, let's rewind a bit and take a closer look at the process behind the scenes. Watching the skins being blown away is an incredibly satisfying sight. It's a sight that's rarely seen publicly, so we decided to share it with you people too. Those devices applies just the right amount of pressure without damaging the delicate peanut inside, but gentle enough to ensure the peanut remains intact. Peanuts are then sorted to remove any remaining skins because some people have allergies, while others find the skins unappetizing or affecting the taste. After the skins are removed, the peanuts are steam boiled, which keeps them crunchy yet soft, perfect for a variety of dishes. These steamed peanuts can be easily poured into several gravies, desserts, and much more. So, it has become quite convenient since we got these cans at hand. Peanut butter is a classic spread that has won the hearts of many, me and you also included. One of the reasons peanut butter is so beloved is its versatility. Besides, it's purely delicious dip, especially when combined with some whipped cream, cream cheese, and brown sugar. Have you ever tasted it? It's a kickstarter for lazy mornings. For starters, peanut butter is an excellent source of protein, making it a great option for those looking to add more protein to their diet. But many won't prefer it as it contains sugar as well, which is of course not super healthy.